Hey, Planky here. This video I'm going to show you kind of my build here, and I'm going to TR. It's going to be my 81st and 82nd TR. So right now I'm in Reaper mode. Just stepped in Reaper 1, just to show everybody my stats and stuff. So when I'm fully buffed, you go pots, the intel, and the con. That's normally how I run around right here. This is where I'm at. Without my festival candies are on cooldown, but I do have the +8 tomes, as I showed everybody before in my previous videos. 85 heal amp. I did craft this life a lot of legendary green steel. If I just swap out to the affirmation, 235. I usually run around with salt. Slows the guys. Typically, one cast of Multivile will slow the whole group down. The affirmation seemed like if there was single targets and I would use the Multivile, it seemed like maybe on average every 2 Multivile casts I'd get the temporary hit points. Oops, wrong item. The affirmation, the 1,000 temporary hit points, lasts for a minute. But yeah, let me just go to the first fight here and just kind of show you a little bit on damage on R1. R10s, I think the highest I've seen in damage was like 20k, 22k. So I just started taking this. One of my guild mates reminded me of this here for the 25% festive spell critical, which is pretty nice. And I do have the cold there for the crit damage on spell. Hey Rex, what's going on? So yeah, 122, and then if I use the, what is that, Wellspring, goes up to 142.
Thick dust blankets this room. You spy an unlit room.
So the 20k that I've seen before was with Dragon Breath and or Energy Burst. Yeah, just prepping for my TR here. Just kind of showing a little bit about it. So yeah, this is pretty much how I stand. I mean, the spell critical is going to go down, what is it, 25? Yeah, 25% when that goes off. But spell power without spiking, without taking additional pots or anything like that. Without using the spiral, which I do have. I haven't used that this life at all. So yeah, actually, let me do this. Let me die.
I'm supposed to dish out pain, not receive
Get rid of the buffs. There you go. So outside of Reaper mode, just with my Supreme Ability pot, that's the only thing that's going for me right now. And 1 death penalty. This is where I'm sitting at. I get so confused now when, like, I gotta go to the Halls of Heroes. It's like, do I really gotta go to the Halls of Heroes? It's so empty. Yeah, I'll just give everybody a brief overview of what I got going on here. Stats. So here's all my stats. Like I said, 85 positive heal amp. If I run with the affirmation, which I haven't, Ross has been keeping me healed pretty good. 235. Just 1 item swap. Okay, death penalty's gone. me just standing just with Supreme Ability Pot outside of Reaper. Let's go to gear. So I am using the Esoteric set. I managed to pull the Reaper ability boost helmet this life. I was super happy about that. And that's going to fit perfect in my next life here as an Arty. Going to be endgame Arty Inquisitive. Going to start off as Battle Engineer. So filigree in this guy here. So I have the Beholder, spell power rare. So with all these rare filigrees and such, with MRR being boosted a lot, I do cap at 70. I do have this stone, which you can't see down there because of my picture. Stone of the Savant, which gives me another 20 MRR to my cap, but if you watch what happens when I put on an orb, it drops down, because I don't have another MRR item, so found myself actually not running around with that, but I didn't want to reset the enhancement tree for that, just to get an extra 2 points. I probably should have, but I didn't. So here's my trinket. So somebody had a good question, watching one of Rex's and my R10 videos. I wanted to know how I was getting all my spell points back. So as I'm going over gear, I'll explain that. There's a lot of clickies that I have. First off, one of the best ones, in my opinion, is the Mysterious Bauble. And that is from a quest out in Amaranth. Don't even ask me the name of it. I forget the name. I'm gonna have to look it up here now. It's heroic. Weapon shipment. It's from weapon shipment. It's from the. It drops from the center chest out of the 3 chests in the end fight with the Titan there. I'm not sure if I showed the body, but there's the clothing I wear. So here's the weapon I've been running around with and all the filigrees. Bottom filigree is the dual filigree from the Threads of Fate. One thing I noticed with that Odo's Irresistible Power, the 5-piece, says when you trigger the Arcane Insight or Wellspring of Power Epic Feats, your spells will be free for 10 seconds. Let's see if I could do this. Okay, look at my spell points, 340 and 340. Oh, it is free now. What? I can't do my damaging ones. In Quest and Reaper, it was not free. I don't know. I believe Ross mentioned to take my weapon off and put it back on, which I ended up doing that night, and I noticed that it was free thereafter. So I'm thinking that's part of the bug. So if you ever notice that, it'd just be a good idea to unequip, re-equip shields and weapons when you start DDO anyway. Still got the Quiver of Alacrity. None of the stuff has changed here. Okay, so yeah, so the Mysterious Bauble, it's 1 charge per rest. 105 to 600 spell points. You have the Vile Blasphemies. They're not exclusive. I currently have 4 of them upgraded. So there's 3 charges on each one upgraded. The only time I think I've gotten close or went through them all, I think, is when we did that R10 Grim and Barrett, just me and Rex. Other than that, it was not needed. 1 to 2 of them was more than enough for the Alchemist Bombardier, in my opinion. But I was also running around with the Draughts of Sparkling Apple Cider, one villager accommodation from Evening Star, turn into the villager trade-in, gives you 1 drop. So it's typically, I think, about, I want to say it's like roughly 100 spell point regen over the duration. Those helped out a lot, as well as I do have some elixir through the DDO store. I didn't use the, call it the Ear Dweller right here. Yeah, Ear Dweller. But basically when you use this, you get 3 little things in your inventory. After that minute runs up, this used to be way better. I think it used to be 100% crit damage to spells. Now it's only 25% bonus to universal spell power. So while we're waiting on that, that is all. Oh, one more thing. Yugo Pot, Essence of Cunning, through the Yugoloth Favor out in Shavarath. So that regens what? I think it's 1 spell point every 5 to 6 seconds or something like that. It's a little additive, but it does add up, especially when you're an intel based. Alright, skills. I'm not going to swap items to show you my skills. You guys know I got quite a few things. Hopefully next life or the life after I'll craft green steel tier, at least 1-2 for my intel skills and for my charisma skills. See, this was the Ear Dweller going off. Oh, you gotta let it go? I forget how it works. It's been so long since I used it. Oh yeah, it says right there, if you read the tooltip, it says 100% bonus to spell damage, which is not true. So they didn't change that tooltip. Interesting. Well, yeah. So here's my skills. So as far as survivability, definitely not a tank. I'm definitely not Rex. It's nice having the displacement. It's nice I get the sprint boost, the bottle boost. That definitely helps kite reapers and such if I'm soloing or the tank goes down or we don't have a tank. With that being said, damage-wise, definitely, in my opinion, it rocks. It's really good damage. I don't know why it's not giving me those things in the inventory. It's supposed to give you 3 little something eyes or something. Maybe they changed it again. I don't know. It's been a while since I used it. It's probably been about 9 months. I'll have to look that one up. The Ear Dweller. Damaging, yes, high on the damage scale. Soloable, yes. High Reaper soloable, possibly. I didn't record it, but I did do 1 R10. The magma must flow out in Sharn. It was a little bit rough, the Reaper options I got, but with the shrine close, I could get myself up and got it completed. Would I want to solo R10s? Not really. Seems like R6 with ease through most content. Granted, keep in mind I got 80 past lives and gear. That's big. Biggest thing in my opinion is gear. Can you use an Alchemist first life end game and be fine? Yes. Will the gear help? Tremendously. Highly recommended to try to get a few of these pieces. Especially, in my opinion, the salt. That slowing down is amazing. Next to that, you're going to want to get spell crit damage. DCs, I didn't show you in Reaper mode, but I think I get them up to 116, 117. Same, pretty much matches my intel in Reaper. And then I have the 2 boosts here, 6, and then the 3 in the Reaper. I use them occasionally. A few guys in Sharn would save often. I'm trying to think who else. The Lions out in the Gatekeeper's Grove, that first quest in the chain there, they saved a lot, even with both of those. I did run around, which I'll show you here. Did run around with this here with the 15% chance to reduce their reflex saves by 10. I think when that kicks in effect, the saves pretty much almost stop. I'll see one here and one there, but not often. Let's see, what else? We'll move on to feats. So, as you guys see, and ladies, I did get my Reaper wings this life. Yay! Prayer did help a lot, yes. Yeah, because, correct me if I'm wrong, Rex, there, when you pray or Ross prays on me, it gives me 5 more DCs, and when you pray on the enemies, it lowers their saves by 5. Yeah, yes, good point, thank you. But I even noticed when you guys weren't around, I did that first quest a few times. It wasn't Reaper 10, I think it was 6 or 8. I think it was 6. I really do think it was 6. So, Conjuration Focus, Greater Con. It was an auto granted. This is what I got. Now with the Accelerate, and I should say Quicken, I had to do a few funky things. I'm sure some of you know of the bug with Meteor Swarm, or one of the sorcerer spells with, I believe it's Quicken, having it toggled on. If you can't see it, Quicken is off on the toggle, and I got everything else toggled on. What I had to do to throw 4 multiviles every time instead of 3 and or 2, I've seen 2 quite a few times with different setups. I had to, I just left these standard. You could turn them always on if you want. But I had to do Quicken off. Quicken always had to be off on my multivile. Now this is the spell, not the SLA. The SLA, same deal. I had to have Quicken off. I believe, yeah. Everything else I could do always on. It was just the multivile that's bugged that I noticed. So keep that in mind. There we go. You gotta wait for the disease to run out. Perfect. Okay, it's the larva. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and take one of these. As you can see, it 12 points every 2 minutes. And the Ear Dweller drops from the Dreaming Dark chain. It can drop from quite a few chests in the chain. There's a few, I'm trying to think of the names, the Titan one, the end chest. So basically when you open the chest, the Ear Dweller, it's like a little bug on the ground comes out, so you want to like put a whole bunch of AoE on the ground, CC, stuff like that, to kill it. Doesn't have a lot of health. You kill it, and it's first person to pick it up gets it. So something you don't want to just spam click if you're you know, a barbarian and never going to use it. You're going to want to give it to the casters. So you can see yeah, cool. Save. Interesting. Very interesting. Should be giving me spell points back. I saved. Maybe I can't save. Fortitude save. Maybe my fortitude save's too high. Maybe you have to take the penalty to get spell points back. Interesting. I'll have to test that out. Maybe next life. Yeah, next life. Strange. Okay. So let's see what else. on the feats. Favorite animal. Not that that matters. Took all my favorite feats. So here's a few of them that I picked leveling up. I'm not going to really go over these feats too much. Just let everybody read them for themselves. As everybody knows, 8 tomes. I got +2 on all these. I don't have any of the +3s. Here's my past lives. For my racial. Iconic, I got 3. 3 PDK. I'm not going to go over these again. But, I mean, I've got the completionist feat. There's a few I'm missing. I think I'm missing 6 in the heroic in total, which I'll probably catch up after all my racials and get to iconic. As well as all of these. I believe this is the only one I'm missing out of this tree, and that will give me all the AC for past lives, which I'm going to pick that up this life. Scion of Fire, I got this because it's 25% spell critical damage with all spells. Okay. Spells I chose. I did kind of maneuver some around as I was leveling up to kind of test things out. I don't use them all, that's for sure. There's just too many. I believe I use all the buffs. The only one I keep forgetting about is a spell bottled boost. Had it over there. Enhancements, it's obviously the Reaper and the heroic ones combined, which I think it's about time that they separate them. I'll open up the enhancement windows so everybody can see where I chose what. Did hit the 400 crafted, deconstructed a little more this life than last life. Didn't do as much as I should have, but yeah, whatever. There's always tomorrow. It was a big rush this life. Oh, raid's up. Gotta hurry up and go. Alright, so Reaper points. I forget how much I accumulated in total, but in the description, once I get things all added in there, I will update the experience and let you know how much I acquired this life. I believe I had 70 or 71 Reaper points at the start of this life. I'm pretty sure I got over 1 million. Yeah, pretty sure. There's my Reaper points. Enhancements. Now I went in Falconry because of the helpless damage, additional 30. Could have went into the Harper and got a few more intel through there. But I was pretty happy with this. And here's another thing I probably would have changed around if I really thought about it. Probably should have. But the reason I spent a few points in these trees, well, first off was the SLAs for minimal spell points on spiking. So you got 2, and this one also costs 2. So if I'm not in something, 2, and that one's 3, or 1, so that's 3 in total. 5 spell points to get in. That's a blue, a red, and a gold. Excuse me, that's to get out and get back. But the other reason is the shield right here. Oh, permanent shield. So I didn't have to cast wands of shield and such. I mean, I could have saved. If I didn't care about the spell points and spiking, which I actually don't end game. Leveling up, yes, I was running out of spell points. End game R10, especially in a group. I don't think I ever ran out. We just did some R8s, R10s last night with a full group, and I was skipping 3 shrines in a quest, and I was still having like this many spell points left over. I mean, it depends on your group makeup, everything else. So yeah, I would reset this, so that would give me another 11 points right there. Yeah, there's my enhancements. DVs did help. Yeah, that's another spell point regen thing. Thanks, Rex. Ross gave a lot of DVs. But then there was a lot of times where he didn't give DVs where he should have. But it happens. It happens to everybody. So this is what I ran around in. Sense Weakness, the Conjuration Augmentation, Conjuration Specialist for more DCs. Endless Faith. I mean, I probably could have twisted something else in besides that. And Cocoon. Alright, so as far as quests and raids and stuff that we did quite a bit of raiding this life end game, which was a lot of fun, but I'm ready to go little. I don't know why we did an epic normal caught in the web. I'm pretty sure we shortman that, but I can't recall. It's really not a hard raid, as long as people listen to the end fight. Okay. Yeah, I can't remember. That was a while ago. we've been 30 for a little while. Little too long, but it was good. It was good. A lot of Reaper XP acquired. Ah, yeah, that's right. That's right. I think there was only 3 of us that ran it, possibly 4. But I think I was the only one that ran it more than once. Let me switch up these heroics. A lot easier to do that. Then you can pause the video if you want to see exactly what quests we did. I'm just thinking about the whole TR process again. It's going through the back of my mind. Man, they really need to have a one-click when you do an epic TR to take you right back to exactly where you were with feats and everything at level 20. I'm dreading this moment. So you see there's a lot of stuff we didn't do in heroics, which is cool. I don't like to do the whole do all quests as you level up. I do like to do quests we don't do often though, just for a change of pace. And I like to push the envelope, as all you know. Rex said he can tank an R8 with no gear in this quest. He has level 2 gear. It's a level 28 quest. Alright, R10. Alright, there that is. No challenges this life. Oh, I never got finished getting my favor. Oh well. Alright. Let's TR. Don't forget, gotta do my epic first. It's my last one. In that tree. So I have all the new ones in the other trees I have not touched. Alright. Take my gear off. And you can watch my stats drop right off. And I did get prepped for my next life. Bought it for a million plat. Decided to go with green this next life.
What good am I to you in a backpack?
Alright, let's do this. Going, like I said, the Artie. Gonna be Gnome again. I'm gonna get this Gnome past life, and I gotta let go of F here. Alright, now I could hold F again and keep talking. So, my little tidbit here is don't get intel. Get any stat but intel when you level up. This part always... My wrist never hurts, but this TR process always hurts my wrist for some reason. It's all the little slight movements, the quick slight movements all the time. Here I am trying to double click, you can't do it. Yay, no spell selections. Sure, why not? At this point in time, I'm always thinking in the back of my head, did I forget something? I feel like I forgot something. Did I get all my sagas? Which I did. Woohoo! Level 20 already! Yay, just let me do a heroic TR. 5 points already. I don't think that window stays there. Let's see. Or this one. Yeah, you can double click on Feats there. Hey, it does. Awesome. Oh, and it does. Better. Cool. Sweet. Now, normally I don't recommend just picking anything just in case you screw something up. Get what you want. Or if you want to test the build out, get what you want as you level up. But I'm living on the edge here. Why not, right? Yeah, if you like DPS tunes, I highly recommend trying out the Bombardier. Had a lot of fun with it. I also had a lot of fun with the Apothecary. Both of those. The Thrower Tree, the Vile Chemist. I haven't fully went into that, but I don't know, it just doesn't seem too appealing to me. I dipped into it at the start of my last life, and it wasn't that fun. It's just not my style. Alright, where am I at? Ooh, level 11 already. It's going a lot quicker than what I remember. Oh no, 2 feats. Don't get completionist, that will give me another modifier on intel. More points spending up. Oh, gotta get a class feat. Duh. Almost there. I can feel it. Four more. Goes my wrist locking up again. Get charisma, why not? Alright, goodbye. Now time to do our heroic. Or, excuse me, racial. Ooh, I run so slow without the quiver. And guild buffs. That's right, they wipe those. Yep. Yay. I know my racial past lives right now are kind of all over the place. 1 Asmar, 1 Dragonborn, 3 Elf, or Drow Elf, 1 Elf. This is 1 Gnome. I gotta start finishing them up. I think I'm gonna finish the Gnome now. I'm just gonna go Gnome and Gnome. Oof. So I had a 55 intel with no gear on at level 30. 20 intel, no gear. Oof. Didn't take any leveling up, tried to get it low as possible. Worked well. Now, last time I did this, I had an issue with taking my level 1 spells, and I believe the forums or the devs, or don't quote me on it, I remember seeing somewhere from somebody that was kind of important that you want to restart DDO and wait, I think they say an hour. I'm not going to wait an hour. I'm just going to close out and get right back in. Because that seemed to fix whatever the potion bug glitch was. if you remember my arty life, when I TR'd and became level 1, I couldn't select it as a spell. And all I had to do was close completely out of DDO, get right back in, and I was able to accept it. So, hopefully this won't encounter any issues. Alright. Gnome. Yeah. Need some decks if I want to get IPS. I do have the tomes. Let's see what else. I don't really care about strengths. I got supreme ability pots. I got strength Yugo pots. The ship buff. I could take potions of bull strength. Stuff like that. I do have the festival cookies. That gives, what is it, 8 psionic to strength, or whatever it is. Let's see here. Yeah, why not? I like to have some jump. Necessary, no, but I like to have it. Get 10 epic, but I like to have it high early on. Yeah, spot. Spellcraft probably when I level up. Always forget all the feats you need for IPS. Pretty sure you need point blank shot. Okay, yeah, point blank shot, precision, or precise shot. 19 dex, yeah, I need the dex. I know you do get a few feats automatically as an arty, rapid reload, some other good stuff in there, but you do not get the point blank. So we'll start with that. That's what was conjured. That's what was bugged, I think, was conjured bolts. I'm gonna start at 1. I'm actually strapped for time right now. I should be in bed right now. I mean, if you want to start at 3, that would be okay. But, yeah, I definitely want to do all the Borderlands stuff for sure. Alright, this is it. 2 more. Alright, this is it. Uh-oh. Overloaded. Uh-oh.
You find yourself waking
Huh.
on the shore of Flotsam.
Okay. Alright.
Memories of a large
There
white
we go.
dragon striking your ship. come flooding back.
Interesting. Loaded.
Dead, are you? Can you move?
Skip it. Alright.
Stepping out of the grotto. you
So
find
I
yourself
am
at the
little
Orthos
again.
village. The Sahuagin
I'm gonna
have
end the video
practiced
here,
this
and
for
hope you all
generations.
enjoyed.
Judging from how it looks now,
If you
the
have any
Sahuagin
questions about the
are living.
Bombardier or anything that I've done, feel
Some
free
hopeful
to
souls still hold out for
ask.
help to
I will
arrive.
definitely answer it, unless it was one of those things that I don't know why I did what I did, then I'll straight up tell you. I don't know. That note, thank you everybody for watching. Later.